Hello, folks, and welcome to today's movie review of Paper Moon, 1973, starring Tatum O'Neal and Ryan O'Neal. And, well, I haven't seen this movie probably 40 years. I remember going, again, I do remember going to the theater to see this. And I think it was with my cousin Karen, if I'm not mistaken. It was my cousin and my other cousin Sue. She's probably the one who took us to go see it. And I remember liking it as a kid.
Oh, I
And
could
it was
see liking it as a
PG.
kid.
And it was I want to say it was Tatum O'Neal's first movie.
It is.
And Ryan O'Neal had been in a couple of movies at that point. Madeline Kahn was they were all in a couple of movies with Peter Bogdanovich before, like The Last Picture Show. And there's like one or two other movies that he did. This is only like his third movie. But man, I got to tell you, I love the way this was shot. I love everything about this movie. The sets, the design.
Well, that's one of the things I said to you when you asked what I thought about it
Yeah.
is this movie is set in the 30s. It's
Mhm.
filmed in 1973. It does not feel like a 70s movie.
No,
It feels like it was made in the 30s.
I
I
was
mean, it's
watching.
just got a weird vibe. It's
I was
really cool.
watching a little snippet, and Bogdanovich was friends with Orson Welles,
Uh,
and he was questioning. He said, "I want to make this feel like a period piece." And Orson Welles was very much black and white is an actor's friend, especially if
mm,
you're trying to do like a moody noirish thing. And Bogdanovich said the minute he decided to go in black and white, it pulled the story together. It absolutely slammed it right into the 30s. But not just that, but the cinematographer went to Orson Welles' house with Bogdanovich, have dinner, and the guy they just started asking each other questions and talking. And Orson Welles says, use a red filter. And at first I'm like, red filter? Well, what it did was it made the white even more white, like the
mm.
chalky, the brown hair or the blonde hair, a little browny, a little bit more brown. The chalk roads look really, really white. Everything just blends together because it was pulling out all the reds. And against the blue sky, it made it like darker. And it
Mm.
just like everything, it was just one little piece of advice that Orson Welles gave this guy. And the guy was like, it was priceless. It was just absolutely priceless information. And the guy had been doing this stuff for a few years. So he wasn't like an absolute novice. But when
Yeah.
Orson Welles says, hey, try this, you try that, you know?
Yeah, it worked, dude. It just feels it down. Every bit of it feels like it was done in the 30s, down to the actors even and the way
Yeah.
they speak.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get this out of the way. This is an important piece. This is Tatum O'Neal's first movie,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the youngest person to ever win an Oscar,
Yep.
and she did for this movie. And she is phenomenal. I don't know what it is. This kid is so much old. I think she's 10 in this movie.
She's 10.
Um,
Yeah. She's 10 years old. In real life, she was 10 years old. Yeah.
yeah. Um, she's older beyond her age.
It's the
It's
old
insane.
soul.
It's insane. You see her and
Yeah.
you're like, there's no way she's 10. I could, this is one of those kids you could see running a whole mob family and everybody bowing
Oh, she
down
was
to her
ready
because
to. That kid was ready to run a mob
right,
family.
right. She is a hustler, but you believe every bit of it, every
He
damn
he
bit of it.
he was Penny Annie, and she was more disgusted that he was Penny Annie than that he was
So let me
even doing
show
it.
you how to
She
scam.
basically that's it. Like, let me show you how to do it, Dad.
She saw that woman had money and she upped the price of those Bibles to
Oh,
$24. Slick kid.
$24, and his eyes go boink, and she's just like, "Well, that sounds reasonable,"
Let
and
me go
just
get
goes
my
off, and
parts.
he's just looking at her like, "What the hell just happened?" He, what it is the character of Addie, who is played
Mhm.
by Tatum O'Neal. Ryan O'Neal is the guy who she thinks is her father, but they never really say for sure.
It
I'm
is.
assuming it is. I think it
It
is.
is. It is.
Uh,
Too
He
many
finds
clues,
her, he
man.
takes her because they want the family she's with is saying she has family in Missouri, but we can't get to them. You're going that way, take her and
Yep.
drop her off. And that's how the whole adventure starts is he's come to the funeral of her mother.
Which he knew.
And as he's walking by, snatches flowers off another cemetery plot and tosses them in.
Let's talk.
His character is established in 2 seconds.
I was getting ready to say this establishes Moe's prey real fast, real
Yep.
fast. I just don't remember what did he say to the mother in the grave? Something about
You had a warm bottom and it kept me warm or something. You had a
yeah,
warm
so
bottom and keep it
yeah.
and it kept me company or something like that. So
And one of
that
the
instantly
first
makes me think that's the dad. He is
well,
the dad.
one of the first things one of the people at the gravesite say to him is, "Are you her paw? You got the same
Yeah.
jaw."
Yeah.
And
You sure got the same jawline.
let's tie that. The talk of the jawline comes up a lot, and let's
Mhm.
bring in Madeline Kahn and her obsession with bone structure. I might have heard the word bone structure 400 times. Dude, they're hitting us over the head. That's her father. I mean,
Just from
it's there.
Madeline Kahn. But
It's wonderful.
God, that was funny.
Yeah.
The Peter Bogdanovich talked about getting Madeline Kahn in there. He had already decided on Madeline Kahn. He didn't have her read. They had to test Tatum O'Neal. They were good. They brought her in for a test or something, and he was at Ryan O'Neal's house. Tatum O'Neal's there as a kid. Ryan says, "Hey, do you want to go for a jog?" And she looks at her dad and says, "He doesn't jog." And Peter Bogdanovich looks down at her. He says, "What do you mean? What makes you think that?" She goes, "You never take your shoes off. You never take your shirt off. You're not going to go for a swim or a jog." And he just looks at her and he makes a phone call like 5 minutes later. He said, and he's like, "No, this kid, I want Tatum O'Neal." And I guess whoever he was talking to was like, "No, no, no." He's like, "No, no, this kid." The reason is she was a lot like the character in the movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just says what's on her mind. He's like, that kid was smart. That kid could pick up on things that adults in the room couldn't pick up on. She was a
Yeah.
smart kid.
And she
And I
played
thought that was really
pretty
cool.
much the same type of character, kind of, in Bad News Bears.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was the same damn name or something close.
Pretty close. If
Abby or Addie, I think it was Addie
Eddie, it
too.
might, but I don't know.
Might
I'll
have
have to
been.
look.
Either way, it was a very similar type, smart,
Mhm.
overly smart character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so she's orphaned, and this guy, he's always running a scam. You're like, why is he offering to take her? Well, the first thing he does is go tell a sob story about her mother being killed and trying to get money out of the guy's brother. So it just, you see, he's a scammer. You see, he's a con
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
And what you don't see, but it happens really quick, is how fast Addie sees what's going on, and then she starts teaching him.
Yeah. Yeah. She figures out what's going on with this guy real quick. And at some point, she can overhear the conversation going on in
Yeah, she's got
one
her
of the
ear near the door.
scams
Yeah.
where the guy gets $200.
Yep.
Well, Ryan O'Neal gets $200 from this guy he's just scammed, and he couldn't have done it without Addie. So they're sitting there having breakfast, and she just looks at him and says, "I want my $200."
I know, right?
What are you talking about? And meanwhile, he spent money on a car to get new wheels and brakes and get it fixed up. And she's like, "I want my $200." And that joke comes back later on in the
Mm-hmm.
movie. And that kid, that she's just freaking tremendous as an actress.
Yeah.
And the two of them together, I honestly, as an adult, I'm looking at this guy and looking at her and going, why didn't they do more movies together? This is
There was
it
a
just,
falling
I
out.
don't understand how they didn't. They had great
Yeah.
chemistry, probably because they're father daughter, and
Yeah, yeah, they had that great chemistry. I didn't read deep, but I know her at the end. She was not close to Ryan at all. They had a major falling out. I guess in her book, she accused him of all kinds of abuse.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I've heard a lot of things that happened to that poor
and I
kid.
didn't read much further than that. I know she hasn't done a ton of stuff, but she's phenomenal actress.
I don't think that kind of talent goes away. I
Yeah.
if she went back into a movie today, I
Oh,
think
and she probably, yeah,
she would
absolutely.
probably just destroy the screen with the charisma and her ability
She
without even
has it.
trying.
Yeah.
She would have, but what I'm saying is, as an adult with all the world experience that she's got, to
Oh
bring
yeah,
that
dude.
in, holy cow, I can't even imagine. I can't even freaking imagine. Um, Real quick, a couple of the other actors and actresses was Madeline Kahn as Trixie Delight. John Hillerman
Hmm.
was not only the deputy or the sheriff, but he was also the booze runner.
Higgins.
And then there was a girl named P.G. Johnson, which
Sorry.
was Imogene, the black girl that was with Trixie Delight,
Who
basically
helped?
just being treated poorly. And that kid was just like, where else am I going to go? I got nothing better going on. And Addie decides to talk her out of like, you help me out, I'll help you out, I'll get you home.
Yeah.
So their deal is made, their pact is made.
Oh,
And
and they
it's
do it
funny
good.
while they're doing those two are talking. The black girl is about 16 in real life. You have Tatum O'Neal's who's about 10. They're sitting in the back of an old, buggy of some sort, some old car back, 30s, 40s style. And they're smoking cigarettes, talking about how they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And it's just so damn funny.
Yeah.
The girl walked in with Bogdanovich. I guess I don't know how many people he had seen, but she walked in. She's like, "What did he say?" She says to him something about, "Woo, you good looking, or you know how to swing your hips." Or she says something very you know funny and personal, as a smart
Mm.
ass kid does. And he was just like, "She's hired." That he goes, "That kid, that's it. That's my Imogene. I want her." Gets her. I don't know if that girl ever did anything. I have to look up like
Yeah.
later on how much work she's done. She looks so familiar. And then there's other names that are only on screen for a couple of minutes at a time. There's a few mediocre names that I do recognize, but I'm not going to go into them because those are the main
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah. This
But
was
the
well cast. Yeah.
the crossing and double crossing and the shots, Bogdanovich didn't have um, the camera, the steady cams. And the ones that they did have back then didn't work with the crap. So in the scene where they're walking through the carnival and she's at the moon getting her picture taken
Hmm.
with the paper moon and walking the carnival, they have all the boards set up. They've had to figure out how to like move it so the boards are going like around. So when the people are walking, the camera's
Ah.
moving around them, and it just looks so natural. He said nobody will notice that this was all just one shot. No, and I'm sitting there going, I noticed. I noticed a lot of one shots in here.
Yeah.
The driving scene when they're arguing, he
Yeah.
said that, and I know I'm talking a lot now.
No,
You were
please, let's hear it.
you were
I need to know
complaining earlier, but at
that I was
one
talking. No,
scene,
it's all good.
Bogdanovich said they had to do the first one, the first big thing where they're arguing about going home and where they're going to go first, 36 times. They had to shoot that 36 times because he needed to get it all in one shot.
Damn.
He said early on, Tatum kept throwing the line. They're like,
Uh,
and they had to go miles down the road to turn this big rig around because
oh
he's not
man.
driving.
Right.
It's being, dragged. And he said, so finally we did it like in 25 times. Like, and then he's like, I wanted to make sure we got it. So they went back around. He said the whole time she just snickering and laughing and giggling and being just a kid. And he said, I think that scene, the car scenes, he thinks are what got her
Mm.
the
Nomination.
nomination and
Well,
the
and
win.
yeah.
And because they were just so long conversations. Ryan O'Neal ain't got crap to say really in those scenes. She's doing all the talking.
It's amazing.
It's so amazing. She nails it. It's like, man, okay, I get it 36 times, but damn, she did a good job.
She did
That
great.
kid, I hope she does do some acting. I would like to see her in something maybe smaller, um, not Hollywood. You know what I mean? Something that's self, what do you call it? Like almost like a GoFundMe type movie, something that she can
Indie.
have control
Yeah.
of. be in it and be like, okay, I'm doing this because I want to, not
Yeah.
because I have to anymore. And just do something that she likes to do. And I'd like to think that she enjoyed acting. Maybe she didn't. Maybe that's why
I
she
mean,
hasn't
maybe,
done anything.
I did not research into her life
Mm-hmm.
much at all on that, but she is a phenomenal actress at age 10, and then later on in Bad News Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only imagine she got better.
I
So
can't imagine getting worse. That's for sure.
no, no, not at
Um,
all.
and Madeline Kahn is just Madeline Kahn in this. She's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
They
she always
She looks
is.
padded up around the middle. They didn't. I haven't been able to find out for sure whether they did pad her up,
Mm,
but I know they did something to her bra. Like they cut out most of the bra part. So whenever she's walking across the field, everything's bouncing.
yeah,
And she said, like when they said, "Well, we would just want you to take the bra off," the lady who makes the dresses and stuff was like, "Just take the bra off, so you can." And she was like, "What?" She was like aghast. I'm like, Madeline Kahn was aghast,
that surprises me.
but it was early in her career too.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and she might have been just like a little embarrassed, like, I don't know if I'm ready for
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So they took a lot of the fabric out and they're like, it was a bra in name only, basically. So
yeah.
that way they get the jiggle. So when you see her walking across the parking lot, that's the wonder about Bogdanovich. You know the characters, you know every character within a
Yes,
minute, within
yes.
30 seconds. Ryan O'Neal shows up, you got him. Tatum O'Neal's there. You know, it's a kid who just lost her mom. She's sad. She's looking for somebody to love her. Madeline Kahn shows up, you know, brought out
It
for money.
is.
John Hillerman shows up as the sheriff. You know what he is. As the
Oh,
bootlegger,
it's.
you know what he is. PJ Johnson as Imogene. You know,
Mhm.
she's carrying all the luggage. She hasn't said one line yet. And you know that poor kid has been mistreated by Delight the whole time she's been
Yeah.
with her.
Well, that's the beauty of it. You're absolutely right. The characters are introduced so fast and such a way that you know enough about them that wow, impressive. And that's something I think we all can learn from when we're making something is
Mm-hmm.
introduce a character. Have I guess this comes down to every scene needs to mean something.
Yeah.
Every scene needs to
Yeah.
have a purpose. If it's not, then and every scene in this movie pretty much had a purpose.
Oh yeah. There's
So
nothing extra that you can go. They could have cut that and nothing would have been lost. If you would have cut a scene out of this movie, you would have lost the trail of
yeah,
the movie.
it's
You'd have been like, what? Why? What's going on now? Why? It doesn't make any sense now. And I
right.
think that's a good thing because this movie was tightly edited. Man, it looks good.
It looks good.
The
It looks good.
acting. He had a pool of actors that he went to a few times back in the day, Bogdanovich,
Mm,
and it's man, he was a good director. I think he's passed away. I'm not sure.
probably.
Let me check.
Um, maybe,
Um,
maybe not.
but I thought that he had passed away. Yeah, he passed away in 22.
Okay.
In 2022. But man, he was a good, good damn director. He had his crap together back when he was just starting. And being friends with Orson Welles,
Oh, that paid dividends.
you know what? That'd be like being friends with like
Clint
the
Eastwood.
best directors out today,
Yeah.
you know? Like they're just you take what they do good and hold on to it. And then take what this other guy or girl does really well and hold on to it.
Hmm.
What's that guy's name? Not Filoni. Um, the guy that should be in charge of Star Wars. Did Iron Man.
I know who it is. Yeah. Name is drawing a blank.
Yeah, my mind just went blank.
He's done a
Um,
lot of stuff.
but
Yeah.
he would be a guy that I would look at like that because he knows storytelling. He knows
Hmm.
how to
Well,
create and
there's
get
a
you to care
lot.
about characters. And there's nothing but storytelling in this. This is so good.
This is well done. This is a really good movie. I enjoyed it. There's a scene that just kills me though, and it's when he opens up the envelope and sees her sitting on the paper moon in that picture.
Yeah.
and it's just good. It's just yeah,
That's heart-wrenching because he
I
does
know.
just sit there for a little while longer.
He knows it's his daughter.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely.
He's known
And
it from the
what's
beginning. That's why he
that
couldn't leave
scene
her at the train.
that scene where he's dropping her off at the end of this is all at the end of the movie. The adventure that happens for I'm guessing it had to be about a week because when
Yeah,
she
a week or
finally
two.
shows up at her aunt's house, her aunt's like, "We were so worried, we didn't know where we couldn't find you. We didn't, nobody knew who you were, where you were. We were sending letters, we're sending telegrams, we're calling." And for people to do telegrams, letters, and make phone calls back in the 30s during the Great Depression, like the hardest times of the
Hmm.
Great Depression, those people were well paid. They
Hmm.
had good money. Did you see the house?
Yeah,
There's everything Addie wanted. There's a nice big house,
it's
nice big
everything Addie
yard,
thought she wanted.
had the piano, had a loving mother that was going to make her pie and cake and
But
feed her
that's
and
not
take care of
Addie.
her. But that wasn't what she wanted. That's her character arc. That was
It's
I was just watching that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is
seeing her run down the road while he is sitting there in the car looking at the picture that she had made
yep,
for him, and he's missing from that picture. And they made a point to,
make
when she came to
sure.
pick it. I thought your pa was coming to, and she
Yeah.
didn't know.
Not my
And
pa.
he was busy at the booby show,
Yeah, it's a big movie
over
dancing.
and over and over and over.
I you know how they made $600? Like in the movie they talk about he got $600 and he's gonna go try and scam that other guy.
Well, they did a lot of stuff that was trained on how to spot and how to avoid as working as a retail manager. Nice
Mm-hmm.
common scam there of doing the money switching and changing.
$5.
It's beautiful.
Uh,
It's well done, and that is a common scam today.
when I was working at a company that will not be named, if I was around and I heard somebody start doing that, I would literally walk over, shut the drawer, pull the drawer, and tell the person if this girl's short, I'm having you arrested. More than once. And
Yeah,
after about the third or fourth time that I can remember doing that to somebody, I never heard or saw that scam in my store again.
yeah. What
And
I
it was
what it,
because that word gets around, man. Word gets around. But what I was saying is $600 back in 1935 is the equivalent. This is why I love this app that we had. We did this a couple of weeks ago on
yeah,
one of the shows. Is the
yeah,
equivalent of $14,078.76
in a
today.
week, in a
That's
week.
why she was saying, if you get this, we can go buy a house, we can get a car, you can buy me a piano. And he's like, I can buy you 5 pianos, you
Yeah,
know? But I
yeah,
thought, what? And then just out of curiosity, I looked up that amount of money. I was like, how,
yeah.
holy
That
crap, put
was
us back on the gold standard and get rid of the Fed is what I say on this one.
yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so that was I as being a prior retail manager, I definitely
Yeah.
recognized the scam, and that was one of the things as well. Somebody would start that with me, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
stop. I'd get their change. They keep talking. I hand them their change. I said, "Would you like me
Mm-hmm.
to make you change now?"
Yeah. Or I
It's
would
like
just shut the
we're
door
not
and go,
playing
nope.
this. No, I would, just wouldn't entertain it. You're getting back what
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you, and if you want to change it after that, we'll do it. And they'd always walk away.
Yeah,
So it's like, no,
exactly. If
no.
you know what to listen for, and we used to have to try and train the girls for that, and some of them are pretty
It's a
good.
double talk. It's fast.
Yeah,
It's
we had a couple of girls that were really good at picking up on that,
yeah,
and they just start laughing at the people. They're like, get out of here. They'd shut their drawer, get out of here. I gave
yep.
you your change. Well, I want it. No, no, get out of here. And they, when the people figured out that they weren't gonna jinx them or take them, they'd walk.
That whole
You
money
know,
thing there was where she had her name written
yeah, where
on
he
that
writes the
was a
name on the
slick
back of the
one. That
20.
was slick. That took two people to pull that one, and that was
Yeah,
slick.
yeah, that was a good scene. And that's how they made their money though.
Yeah.
And it was because he had Addie, he could do more, but she was smarter than him.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
whenever the cigar
He
box
stole
is
her
tipped
money
over,
too. Yeah.
yeah, when the and he loses it. But
Mm,
when he God, when he flips over the cigar box and you're like, where the hell's that money at? And she's like,
yeah. Yeah.
oh, folks,
It's a cute movie. I really liked it.
it is such it's kind of heart jerking too
Yeah,
because he is such a jerk through most of the movie.
he is.
but you do see that he's starting to warm up to her, and he doesn't. I don't think he really wants to leave her at the aunt's house at that point. And it's not just because of the thieving that they can do together. I think he
Yeah.
actually likes having her around. I
Yeah.
think he loves her. You know, it's his kid.
Yeah. I think he
But
finally came around to that. Yeah,
and I
for
like where
sure.
I told you to get away from me. You still owe me $200.
All right. Yeah. So, folks, my final take 1973's Paper Moon, very good movie. Tatum O'Neal, phenomenal. Watch just for that, but just an entertaining movie. You will have a good time. Absolutely recommend it. Dave?
Absolutely. I absolutely, positively recommend this movie. The cinematography, the directing, the
Amen.
writing, the acting, this would not work as a motion picture if it was shot in color.
No, it wouldn't.
It had to be in black and white. Not now, and the cat and I were talking about that. I think if you're going to do a period piece and you're going to set it in the 50s, early 60s, 50s, 40s, I think it needs to be black and white at this point. Just take the bite, do it,
Yeah.
do it right. And it will drop your watcher, it'll drop your audience directly in the time period that you're trying to get them into.
Well, it does for us, a generation that grew up with black and white TVs. So I think subconsciously we automatically, when we see black and white, we know what time frame that was. Because we experienced it. We saw things that were in black and white on TV, and then they were in color and stuff like that.
Right,
so it's
right.
And that, I don't know if that works with a younger generation. They'll see black and white, they probably just turn around and walk out. You know,
because so sad, and that's very sad. But they also have a very short attention span nowadays.
Right. So our movie would have to be a minute and a half, and that.
but I think some of the younger kids now, I know they're not going to see new movies, but it seems like what I've been finding out is they like older movies. Like, because there is romance in these other movies. They do show the man being a man and the woman being a woman, and the family value kind of thing going on. Good, whether it's a good family value or a bad family value, whether it's Brady Bunch or The Godfather, those are two big extremes. But it seems like some of the younger kids are starting to look at older movies and go, okay, I see why people watched movies back then. And they don't seem to watch any of the new stuff. I mean, if box office is any
I don't know.
indication.
All the kids at work were screaming about How to Train Your Dragon, the live version and stuff like that. So I think those type of movies do. I don't know. I heard it was pretty much a shot for shot remake, which I'm thinking, why bother? But I enjoy that movie. I just haven't seen the live version. I don't like the idea of taking my animation and making it live.
Exactly.
But I'm okay with live going animation. I don't know why.
But real quick, then I'm going to cut myself off. The Snow White movie failed miserably twice.
Oh, you're talking about the new one?
The new one.
Yeah.
They should have taken the original Snow White, seeing how it was the big anniversary,
and re-release it.
And just re-released it at the theater. I would have went to see that in a heartbeat.
I've seen it in the theater as a kid.
The only one that I saw in the theater as a kid that I was a young adult. I took one of the kids to go see it. Was Bambi. And that to me was amazing. I was just like, I think I enjoyed it more than the kid.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is great.
Probably. I like seeing those. We need more animation, more that style. So it's anyway,
Paper Moon, man,
must watch.
Good movie.
Must watch.
Absolutely.
So folks, if you like our review show, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and we will catch you next week with something odd or not, or something. Anyway, laters.